I'm Matt.
I'm Shane, and you are about to listen to an excerpt from a Comic Movie Marks podcast.
So if you like what you hear, make sure you hit that like button real hard, and make sure you subscribe to Comic Movie Marks. And always remember,
if Trailer Trash can do it,
anyone can do it. Woo! That's right, the Marks are back from Christmas break.
Yeah, just a brief hiatus.
Brief.
Yeah.
We thought it would be a little bit longer, but hey, people leave.
And we're passionate.
Yes, we're dedicated to this.
Yes, exactly. Ready to get back to you, our groupies, on YouTube, in our podcast, whoever's left in the podcast world. but we're back. We're back.
The stragglers of the Comic Movie Mark podcast. We had a great Christmas. I hope you did. I had a mediocre Christmas. No.
Yeah, but he was just telling me some stories of some crap. Literally.
Whee!
Yes.
I haven't been under this house in that many times the whole time I've owned it. So it was a good time. Great times, good times, great oldies. Let's do this. So you heard all that shit in the intro, so we're going to start off with this Justice League news that we got, because this is the DC podcast.
Pretty much.
According to half of our reviews. We're very dedicated. But this kind of just came up out of nowhere recently, and there was an article here talking about the Justice League expected to hit digital HD later this month being January. The article proceeds to say that the iTunes movie listing for Justice League, brought to us by Batman News, indicates the title is now available for pre-order with an expected release date of January 30th of 2018. If this holds true, it will be slightly over 2 months since the film came out in theaters, which is atypical for Hollywood tentpoles. There's usually a period of at least 90 days before a movie debuts on home media, especially when it does well commercially. Which it did not. Well, no. Not well enough.
Right.
Not good enough. If this is true, if it is true that they're going to go already to digital by January 30th, we ain't getting shit.
Nope.
This totally screams to me. If this is true, and we have to put a huge if on this, if it is true, then we ain't getting shit. That means this thing is just going to be jam-packed full of deleted scenes, and we are maybe going to get a little extra scenes added on. But other than that, we'll be lucky if we get a 2-hour and 10-hour cut movie.
Yeah, pretty much. I pulled it up on my phone, and there's no different thing that says like Ultimate Cut or anything like that. It's for pre-order for $19.99 in HD, and it doesn't really give anything else, this includes deleted scenes, and it doesn't really actually give a date. So, but I would assume if it's available for pre-order, it's probably by the end of the month. I would assume, but it doesn't give anything else other than that.
Shane's on an iPhone, by the way. He's not just looking it up right now.
Yeah.
He's looking at iTunes,
yeah.
I presume.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In iTunes, and then I just searched Justice League, just to see. I wanted to see if there were like two options or anything like that. The only other option is also available in standard definition, which I have no idea why you would even think about that. But all it says is pre-order contents are subject to change without notice. The final product received may differ. So maybe they're still coming up with some other things. It has kind of about the movie, the cast and crew. It's kind of funny. It gives director credit to Zack Snyder and screenwriters Zack Snyder, Chris Terrio, producers Charles Roven, Deborah Snyder, John Berg, Jeff Johns.
No Joss Whedon?
No. So they need to update that part. So maybe there's a chance. Maybe this is the Snyder cut. All the Joss Whedon stuff taken out.
No more itchiness. Fuck. Again, though, I know it's a subject to change, but if it's coming out January 30th, there's no way. There's absolutely no way we are getting a fully rendered cut anyway. And I just don't see them able to edit and add score and music to like what we were talking about before with the Dick Donner cut.
Right.
Like you still have to add something to it to make it fit.
Just playing devil's advocate briefly, I've lost all hope that we're going to get anything, but...
Big Superman fan, huh? No hope.
No hope. That S doesn't mean shit, Lois. But just to play devil's advocate, there is a chance that maybe there was the talk about the pre-screen that Zack Snyder gave to a lot of the executives at Warner Brothers, and then that's when they hit the panic button and started making some changes. Maybe that's what they eventually release. But kind of some of the stuff that we talked about on several episodes, because we always talk about this shit. I think it may be something that we see several years down the line, not necessarily right around the corner like we did with Batman v Superman. Unfortunately, that's just where my head's at. And this is just further solidifying it. Like Matt said, there's no way, if they're pumping it out this quickly, there's no fucking way we're getting anything. Maybe some deleted scenes that they fill in. Maybe some of the stuff that already came out, they'll throw on there, but I don't think we're getting a full extended cut or Snyder cut or director's cut or whatever the hell you want to call it. Just my opinion.
Right. And again, this is a big if this is true. There was that supposed leaked Blu-ray cover that everybody was passing around. Again, take it with a grain of salt. It's really hard for me to believe that all of a sudden just a cover art for the Justice League movie gets leaked around. Like, why? It just seems like an unnecessary leak. I don't know. Anyway.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I was curious because I've seen that, and that's one of the things. One of the reasons that I pulled up the Justice League movie on my phone was because I was curious. Like, oh, maybe it'll have different options or it'll show that. No, it's actually completely different. It's actually a pretty sweet poster of kind of the Justice League looking off into the sun, but it just says Justice League. It doesn't even mimic that one that's been floating around.
I don't know what we're gonna get. Again, if they're really pumping it out for January 30th, holy shit! Talk about cutting your losses and just giving up completely on this project.
Yeah.
Not only did they give up on it and turn it into
a shit show
and basically a built-in meme for the rest of their life. Like, they thought Martha was bad, but this is just going to have a non-stop runtime. Cavill's face is never... That guy is screwed. Like, I don't know if he's ever going to be able to make a movie where people are not going to make fun of his face.
Yeah, now.
From this. Especially Mission Impossible 6. Can you imagine anybody's going to watch Mission Impossible 6 for actually being a movie?
Oh,
no, they're going to like, what's this fucking mustache all about?
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to be hilarious if Mission Impossible like breaks records and shit just because people got to see like how great was this mustache that could not be shaved or whatever.
I guarantee the marks are going to go see it. just for that reason.
We inspect our review whenever the hell that movie comes out.
Yep, exactly.
I have no idea when it comes out.
May, possibly. I don't know.
You're just no. Shut up.
I had a 1 for 12 chance. Hold on. Let me see how close I was.
He was gonna look it up. He's probably wrong. It's probably gonna be a June or July. Because they're going to slide that right into the summer blockbuster.
Ooh, July 27th.
Yes.
I was way off. I knew it was a month, though. Samsonite.
Starts with an S. So swummy, slippy, slappy, slimmin, Swanson?
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh, yeah! It's right here. Samsonite. I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
God damn it. I knew it ended in a Y. Right.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Actually, we just did that joke recently because we bought my girlfriend's parents' Samsonite luggage.
That's fantastic.
And I was like, now you know you got to switch your last name to Samsonite, right?
Yeah. Swanson, Sammy.
Samsonite. I was way off. I love that part. And the whole time I was carrying this luggage around with Samsonite, I just kept making that joke.
I would too.
Samsonite. Fantastic. Like when they finally unwrapped it. Samsonite. I was way off. I should have wrote a marker on all that, just wrote Swanson on it. You got Swanson luggage. Anyway, back to what we're talking about with Justice League. If we do get just basically the theatrical cut, then I kind of expect them to possibly lose more money than they're even expecting to lose from that, because I think they will get a major backlash on that. But again, the Rotten Tomatoes fan score is fairly high. Mm-hmm. A lot of people like the movie. A lot of people did like the movie. Maybe it's enough. Maybe we're not the common audience. We always got to remember that.
Yeah.
We're not the Joe Schmoes that go watch it and just like, oh, yeah, cool. You know?
Right, yeah.
Look at that. Superman said justice or whatever. I'm here for justice.
Yeah.
Or some shit
I'm
like
a big fan of justice or something.
Yeah,
I don't even
Pie and American Dream or some shit like that. American Pie.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever all that shit he says.
Yeah.
I guess that's what maybe they will pull it off. I don't know. We will find out whether or not I don't think it'll break any records. I think it'll probably be a lower sell than Batman versus Superman Ultimate Cut, or even the Suicide Squad supposed extended cut. It'll definitely do worse than those two.
It was extended, by 10 minutes or whatever it was.
Extended fucking my goddamn funeral. So we'll see. Hopefully, we will get something. If the Blu-ray cut comes out and it's just a regular cut, or it's a 2-hour, 5-minute cut, or something like that, it's really, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get Shane's version, because I know Shane's gullible enough. He's gonna buy it.
Yeah, I am.
He'll buy it.
It's not even being gullible. It's just kind of to own it. I watch it for what it is. It's a fun movie.
Fuck you!
But I'm at the same time, I'm also depressed because as I continue to watch Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and even Wonder Woman now, you watch them and you're like, man, what could have been? What could have been?
It's truly sad. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for the everybody put the deleted scenes on YouTube, and that's how I'll watch it.
Yeah, piece it together.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. You're one of very few to make it to the end.
Yes, thank you very much.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Comic Movie Marks Podcast and hit the notification bell. You know, all these fucking YouTube channels say this shit, so I'm going to say it now.
Yes, it's perfect. And if you want to hear our full podcast, you can check out our podcast on iTunes or any other podcast subscription service.
Make sure you subscribe. Thanks again.